In today's video, I'm going to show you what is Google Analytics for and why should you use it on your website. And as a reminder, this is episode 1 of our Google Analytics 4 series. There'll be additional ones coming out over the next couple of weeks, so please stay tuned for those as I take you from beginner to expert. Let's start first with what Google Analytics is. It's Google's latest marketing analytics platform built for privacy and modern tracking. Previously in Universal Analytics, it was beloved by many of folks in the industry, but unfortunately, to exist in our privacy conscious world, it just was not cutting it. So Google switched over to our new Google Analytics 4 a couple of years ago now, and this platform is built for modern tracking and website engagement. So let's go over first what Google Analytics 4 helps you do. So at its core, it's all about understanding your users. We'll touch on this in a few slides. Next, we'll also talk about what events we can capture with Google Analytics 4. Unlike Universal, Google Analytics 4 has some built-in events such as scroll tracking, clicks of buttons to outside links, and a few others that come automatically just by placing the code on your website. Now, to set up additional events, which we'll touch on in our Google Tag Manager series, I'll show you how to send additional things like specific form fills or clicks on CTAs that Google Analytics might not be tracking by default. And these are going to come through as events. Now, ultimately, what you're hoping customers do on your website are what is called conversions. So those are our end goals. Think about it, if you are a retailer, you want customers to buy things on your website. If you're a lead generation company, you want folks to fill out your lead form. Both of those would represent conversions to your business. And there's no one size fits all of what a conversion is. Use your best judgment about what's important to your business, and that ultimately is the best way to decide what will be your conversion. But in this case, Google Analytics 4 allows us to have some flexibility to track events and conversions. One of the most powerful questions that we can answer with Google Analytics is who is coming to your website? So we put up a new blog post, we launched new product, but what we don't know with some of our typical website tools is who are those users that are viewing our pages. So what we get out of Google Analytics 4 are a 5 key demographic data that I think was really important to helping understand what is powering your business. So first, we learned the location of users. We don't get IP addresses, but we can understand what city, country, and state folks are accessing your website from. We can get the broad age range. So if your website is skewed towards more millennials or more boomers, we can see that from our age data. If users are signed into Google, we can also get their interest targeting. We'll just have to make sure that's turned on, and that will be something I'll show you in a coming video. We'll also get the language that users are accessing your website from and what device they are using. So whether they're on their mobile phone or on their laptop computer. Another really powerful question that a lot of folks ask me about Google Analytics is what channels that we're investing in are bringing us the best traffic. So this ties into what I was speaking about earlier, where we want to understand what events and what conversions are happening. And Google Analytics 4 helps us understand not just when those occur, but who that person is and where they came from. So if you are spending a lot of money on Facebook, LinkedIn, email marketing, we can understand whether you're getting the best ROI on that investment. So these are some of the core questions that we can answer with Google Analytics. These are just a small sampling of those that I typically get asked and have answered for my clients. And what I'll show you through this series is how we can get the most out of this tool and really make Google Analytics work for your business. So with this series, I want to take you from beginner, or if you have some knowledge of the tool, all the way up to an expert level. I want to make this fun and informative. And so please, if you have any questions about what I covered in this video or any video, please leave a comment and I will do my best to reply to it. Again, this has been Andrew with Dataspace Digital, kicking off our GA4 series, taking you from beginner to expert. And please have a nice day.